Good Meridium. How's everyone doing today? Go ahead and get the Discord notified for community content. Rock 808 streaming again. I'm going to post that in here. Let's see. All right. Even more streaming today. Come join. We got the Rock 808 streams. Let's do it. Okay. Very good. Let's get the chat popped up there. Things good. All right. What we're doing today is we're building a road out to another mine. Look for some yums first. Here. Some of that. So apparently we have a mine shaft. Let me grab a half a coconut out of here, put that in my hat in case we need some emergency food. So up north, so of course we've got our main city here, right? And up north, I'm extending this road, and we're still extending it, and more so, and more so. And up into this biome, and more. And then right where this road, well, stops right now, but I'm right in the middle of making it. And then we're going to come up at a diagonal for a little bit. And then we've got another mine right here. So that is what we're looking at as far as extending this road out. And what we are doing today. At least the first thing we're doing today, I guess. Sure, we're going to be doing a lot more than just that. I've also picked a couple of these cactus fruits. Kind of plop these around a little bit. Now we got our hot springs over here. Another hot springs over here a little bit. There. Guess we can turn that grid off. And have the road going right up to that. So we've got some good resources right near the road as well. All right. Continue on with what we're doing here. Just on the chain gang, I guess. Kind of like laying the railroad. Oops. Do that. Up on the stakes. There. Flatstone goes there. I guess we want to get out of the way of the wolves. Just in case they decide to come and try to mess with us. Want to be right in their way. Just make our way up easily. Once you get in the rhythm, it goes pretty quick. And down this stuff. All right, so Raul was saying that the other mines were exhausted. I don't think that's true. I haven't checked it out. I think that those mines just need to be upgraded. Maybe that's what he meant. I'll need to check it out and see what we're looking at over there. All right, looks like we're hungry. Got our cart right here. Let's just go ahead and head on down to the food dispensary. Right over here. And let's see what we got. Oh, I'm starving now, huh? Yum. Grab that. Eat it. Right. Any more yums over here? There are. Another pie. These are the same pies that Tanya made for us the other day. Still eating on them, but it looks like they're just about done, so I might need to make some more pies today. Probably. Or I say probably, definitely. I will definitely need to be making some pies today. Right, now we got a plus 27 bonus. Lasts us a little while. We will see how far we get. This road. Okay, drop off that wagon or right there, and then pick up where we left off. Back in that sweet road building rhythm. Drop, tap, drop, 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 tap, drop, 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 tap. Speed rhythm. And here, actually, I don't know if I want to put those together, to be honest. And the reason is because I'm not sure how big of an area these guys want to have for mining. Maybe we don't want to bring that road all the way up to there. I will take this one and drop it there, I guess. Then we'll drop the stakes there. We got the round, we got another thing, but maybe that's just all we need to go is right to that spot. Maybe fine. In fact, I think I'm just gonna we call it quits on that road. Let's see, there should be a natural spring somewhere up in this column, I think. Lots of wolves in here, kind of scary a little bit. Not going to be any natural springs in the ice. Oh, here it is, right here. Look at that. Here we go. So let's mark this a little bit. By putting a bunch of stuff around it. Pretty good way to alert somebody's attention. We can bring some of these round stones over here as well. Kind of pile them up. I don't necessarily want to put them on the natural spring quite yet. just because this is pretty far out, and I don't know if we have a reason to turn this into a well or not. I do want to build up this area. Oh, let's see. We'll get some more of these flat stones kind of in alignment here. Go. So hopefully there'll be enough build up in this area that's no one will overlook that spot. Funny. All right, so we're at negative 13. Drop some more flat stones. That one's a little hard to see right behind that tree. We'll put some of these items along this vertical path. Well, to mark it a little bit more clearly, that is a path northward. Leading up to the next natural spring. Another natural spring right here. Go ahead and mark this one as well. In round stones next to it. In case we do want to build a well. Got some stuff already around here. All right. Build up base with some limestones. The wolves getting a little close to me. Don't like it. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Is it Monday yet in Australia for anyone who's living over there? All right, limestone can go there. Wolves kind of want me. It's a little nice little very clear path. Lots of round stones up here. That's good because I feel that round stones are definitely a limited resource. Sometimes I feel like we're running out of them. It's always nice to, there's a bunch that it's not too far away. Am a little concerned at where this is going here. Got this road off to here. Are we kind of saying that we want to branch it off and meet back up on the other side? All right, let's see if we can get back to the kitchen before we starve totally. That's probably doable. All right, and are there some yums? There are. Let's grab that. Okay. Get a better visualization what's going on up here. Okay, so right here, whoops, right here is the natural spring, right? And so the next one's going to be at right there. The next one's going to be at negative 14, 192. That's where that is right there, right? 192. So I think what's happening here is we are branching off this direction, get to our mine, up to here, and that's about 170. So it kind of makes sense that we can then angle off this direction and meet back up here, right, for that. In fact, if I turn on the grid for a second, maybe what we want to do is we want to squeak right between two trees. Maybe put something there and put something behind here like there, right? That what we want to do? And come in at an angle right here. Maybe this piece really needs to be right there. That looks nicer, actually. That means right there. Go ahead and get these flints out of the way. toss them right over here to the side. Quick. These brown stones. Put this path. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Don't need these. Quite this same place. All right. I think that is what we want to do. So where did I leave my cart? Here. All right. If we can make it back down there in time again. Cutting it pretty close. We made it. More yums. We do have some over here. Got some honey. And maybe some other things that are easy to take with us. I do have a few things already in my pack. Eat some things that aren't necessarily easy to take. Soup. French onion soup. Still giving me some good fill up. This is going to take us up, 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 and away we go. Wait for the snake to move right here. Quite move exactly where I wanted. All right, so there is our turn off. And then we're going to come at a diagonal here. And the road will come up to this mine. Then it'll cut off this direction. Up to there. Actually change that. Tree in the way. Make sure it goes to there instead. Here. And it's going to come right squeak by this natural spring. Have more coming straight up through here. Kind of the plan for it. Find, see if we can find any more flat stones here. Build out this road a little bit more. here. Lots of round stones. Very good. Not a lot of flat stuff over here. It makes me think that somebody's been over here, cleared out a bunch of stuff already. All right, grab some more flat stones here. Fit, fit. Right. Have up here. Little jungle biome. Bear cave. Thing too interesting. All right. Here's where we link up with our natural spring that we've already marked. Here's the other one. All right. Grab some stuff out of here. I need to grab the card. I want to grab the things. Put down there. There. Tree. Got two of those. Didn't need two of them. There we go. Then we'll go around that tree. All right. Looks good. To build out that road too much. Advance. Just up to this mine, I think, is a good place to kind of stop. And I think so. I make sure that nobody takes these flat stones, flat rocks, and does something else with them. Build this out a little bit more in this direction. Go. Okay, then we got the stakes sitting right there. Very obvious. Building something out in this direction. All right, are good to go. We got plenty of coconuts. One thing we could use up here maybe is a flint knife. That way, if someone needed maybe even a flint-tipped bow drill, so we could get a couple of yums from people that are out here. Aloe vera. What do we do with aloe vera? It's the first time I've seen that. Vera. It's just a plant that's there, but you can't do anything with it. Aloe options that we got. Right. Maybe it's going to be used in the future for something. Testing it out. Starting to get hungry, so let's get back home. And then look for some yums. Got some stew and some chili. Refill that bowl. Okay. I think I wanted to build a bow. I think I want to get a flint knife for up in that area and a flint tipped bow drill. Let's work on those. For that, we need our horse, I suppose. Over to this little area where we have plenty of long straight shafts. We should have a sharp stone as well right there. That off of there. Stone. One tap, two taps. Get a short shaft. Shaft needs a thread. Generally, we have one up here somewhere. I don't see any. And that means we need to take cotton capsule, tap it onto that. Ears. Two threads. Pallet. One thread. Hang on a second. Didn't do that. Double check something here real quick. Flint knife. Got a rope or a thread? Gotta be a rope, right? It is rope, okay. Then the rope goes onto the short shaft. We need a little flint piece. I think we're going to find flint pieces up there, so we don't need to worry about anything more down here. That in the put that in my hat. Or not. Put that backpack. All right, so the bow tip drill, we're going to need a curved branch. We got some around here somewhere. I'm just going to pick some of these maples while we're at it because it's always nice to have these pulled off the trees. Ah, I see a curved one right above me. Grab this one right there. Grab that. Got a small curved shaft. Let's get another cotton capsule. Put that onto there. Here's, please. Get a close look at those shears. How are they looking? Looking okay. Thread to thread gives us a rope. Rope under there gives us a bow drill. Get a short shaft. Going to be tap, tap, sharp stone. Add that to it. Do a fire bow drill. And we're going to put that in our cart. Come up here and get a arrow. Hollow flint arrow tips. Tap that on there. Flint tipped bow drill. There. Then we are ready to go north. How's our food looking? We're about to need some food, so we may as well just get some real quick here. I think chili is going to be yums for us. A baked potato also. I'm going to need to find out how to do baked potatoes. Maybe I'll get that right. Baked, spell it correctly. Baked potato. It's just a potato in an oven. Gives us 4 food. Having to do anything super fancy to grow that. Going to come from, oh, it does, can take a shovel. I don't really like that too much. And it's going to take second bowl or an additional bowl of soil. Well, go ahead and eat chili. Got our good bonus. Now let's head north. Drop these off where the coconuts are. Right up. I think I'm just going to put these off to the side a little bit where people can notice them. One tip bow drill. Got some coconuts. Let's put those a little bit closer. Rock right here. It's a little bit more obvious. rock. Also get on stone over here. Flint tip bow drill here as well. And then the knife, which we need a flint for. I don't have a flint handy. I'm gonna grab one of these. Flint right there. And tap that. Second. Grab a flint while we're over here. We can drop that flint on that tied short shaft and get our knife. Coconuts. Flint tip bow drill, flint knife, big rock. What more can you ask for in the way of yums? So we got 3 yums just right in this area. Tanya, hey. Good meridian to you. How are you doing today? We've also got our 2 hot springs over here as well. Over on that side and the other one down here. So that's a pretty nice little area to hang out in. All right. Yeah, so we got some yums up here. Let's see. Not too bad. How goes it? It goes pretty well. So apparently, Raul wanted us to find another mine, so I built a little road out to a mine a little further north. Then I dashed in a couple of yums around here as well for anybody who might be out here and be in desperate need of food. Got some yums stashed. I think I'm pretty happy with this road. This is right up from our kitchen area, as you can see. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. How are you doing today? What's on your agenda? Is it Sunday there right now? Or is it Monday already? I guess probably Sunday. Why? Oh, permanent grid? I doesn't need to be on. Permanent grid was on because I was laying some roads at a diagonal, and I didn't want to get off on the XY coordinate. Oops, I'm about to starve. Let's see. Let me find some yums here real quick. I'm pretty close. Death, it appears. And I just forgotten to turn it off. That's why it was on. Technically Monday, only because it's almost 1 a.m. Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking. We are about to have some major nasty weather. Does it get freezing often where you're at? So I'm in Austin, Texas, and we get some freezing temperatures every now and then, maybe 10 days total a year. And then oftentimes if it does happen to freeze at any given day, there's not a big chance of precipitation, and so it's just really cold, but there's no ice or snow or anything like that. But we are due, or I think for the next 3 days, it's going to be below freezing here, which is a little unusual to have the daytime hours not be above freezing. So sometimes when we have our freezing temperatures dip down freezing at the night, but it'll be in the high 30s or 40s during the day, but not for the next 2 days. Then also, we're going to have some precipitation tonight as well. Icy conditions. How is the weather? What kind of winter stuff do you have to go through where you're at? All right, let's see here. I think I've got my yums going good. I think I need a little bit more, actually. Carrot, may as well. So, Tanya, were you were you playing at all when Dampy was here and was talking about wanting to do 180 bolts of linen? So what we wanted to do, we wanted to get a bunch of this bolts of wool cloth. He wants to. He's building out the he's building out the clothing area, right? And of course, his motto, I guess, a lot is go big or don't go at all. I forget the exact saying. Uh, so what he wants to do is he wants to have, follow here real quick. He wants to have 9. Actually, I guess he really wants to do more. I think I went down a little too far south. He wants to have more clothing than even that, come to think of it. So he wants large wooden slot boxes along each of these 4 walls. And what that means is he wants 9 slot boxes. And if they're holding, I think 6 or 8, or no, it's 10. I think the large slot boxes can hold 10. You know better than I do. Large wooden slot box. I guess it can hold 6 items. Okay. That's not quite as bad. And so that means that we're going to have on each one of these walls, we're going to have 50 slots for clothing, right? 9 times 9 slot boxes times 6 slots is 54. And so really about 54 times 4 is about 216 slots. So we're going to have 216 slots, and he wants to make clothes for all of those 216 slots. Right? For these clothes items here. And so I said, okay, well, I'll help you make the bolts of wool. And so that's what we're doing here. So we need about 216 bolts of wool. I guess we don't fully need all of those because we have some clothes already. But we need a lot. And then, of course, for that, what we're going to need is to feed a lot of these sheep many times to get the wool that we need. Don't make them all into cloth. Yeah, I don't know exactly his plan, but we're doing a lot of cloth. So anyway, one of my tasks the other day was to grow carrots to feed the sheep to get the wool back on. That's what I did over here. So I've got 350 carrots sitting over here so we can feed the sheep 350 times. That was my contribution to the day, the end of the day over there. And I think he's going to be finding bunch of bowls of gooseberries for all of that. So anyway, I don't expect that you're going to jump in the game, but if you do and you come over here and you see all these carrots, yeah, it's a little messy at the moment. I apologized to you on stream yesterday, even though you weren't here. I said, I'm sorry, Tanya. Just because we cluttered up all this. Eventually it'll get all moved and we're going to feed sheep a bunch of times. But anyway, that is the big adventure for yesterday that's bleeding over into today as well. Let's see. I'm going to handle some of these trees right here while I'm over here. Harvest some. What are you up to today? What are your plans to do in 2 Hours One Life? Are you building in someone else's place? Are you building in your own place? Are you not playing at all? What are your goals and aspirations? Grab some lemons. Drop those right here. Let's see. You want some mixed with cotton and some mixed with silk. Yes, yes. I'm leaving the clothes up to Dampy. I suppose that Dampy kind of knows what he's doing. I don't think he's going to make everything cloth. I think I probably misspoke if I gave that impression. You might come and join for a bit. You're welcome to it, but again, don't ever want you to feel obligated or anything. We've been enjoying your food that you put together yesterday. I think you made a perfect amount that is still going strong and was able to feed Dampy and myself for maybe 2 or 3 lives each. That was pretty good. We were trying to get all this wool bolts made. I should probably find some gooseberry bowls and start shearing some of these sheep a little bit more. Oh, but I wanted to do some fishing. I haven't done any fishing in my recent week or two of playing again. And I finally made a fishing pole over here because a couple of my yums had been something with fish, bass or whatever. And so I thought, you know what? Let me try my hand at fishing. I think now that I got that road up to the north done, I'm going to see if I can do some fishing. Quick. I think we've got a little lake down here to the south and to the far south. And maybe I'll build out this road a little bit, come to think of it. Because we really want to come out this direction where this lake is right here. I think I can do some fishing, deep water. And I want to catch some crabs too. So I'm thinking about building a cage. I forget exactly the name of it. Fish trap or whatever. All right, let's see. Get my bowl of worms, get my fishing pole out. And then I think I can just put a worm on the hook. No, not the way to do it. I just put it on the ground and then tap that. There we go. Then put it into deep water. And I guess we got nothing. All right, we'll try it again. Uh-oh, lost the bait. Put out a couple worms. Let's see. Wonder if I should try some different locations or if it matters. I think I'm going to try over here. See if we can catch something. All right, let me check the... I know I'm doing it right, but I'm just kind of curious about the stats. So, fishing pole. Oh, there's a... using. Fishing pole without hook, and then you have dry white rose bush. I put a needle on there. Bowl with a worm. Then you can put it in an ice hole. You can put it in deep water. If it's in deep water, might end up with a cast fishing pole. I guess that's when you lost your worm. Oh, is that the only thing that's going to happen? Maybe I need to put it in the ice hole. Looks like every time I put it in the deep water, it's going to get lost. Seaweed. Partial bridge. Here's what I'm talking about, the fishing pot. Probably want to throw the fishing pot in there. Looks like every time I put a primitive fishing pole, different. Got a net. So I can use a primitive fishing. So this chart seems to show that when I use a primitive fishing pole with a worm in deep water, I always lose my worm. Is that what I'm reading into this? So I missed some of that, but you can definitely use deep water. Best sort is the one that needs the rose bush. Gotcha. So I have got a primitive fishing pole, a worm, deep water. So far, I've tried 6 times. Oh, we did get a fish time. Awesome. Cool. And then it's a cod. So let's see. Primitive only gets 2 kinds of fish. Really? How can I tell? Oh, is that fish going to despawn? Check that real quick. We get a cod. After 3 seconds, we have a cod. And then nothing more happens to it. Okay, good. Could get more cod. Primitive fish bowl. Bass and cod, it looks like, with the primitive fishing pole, casting it into deep water. Okay, that makes it feel better. And then there's a 9% chance to get each of those types of fish. And then there is a 2% chance to lose my hook, 60% chance to get nothing, and a 10% chance to lose my bait. Oh, but I could lose mine also. All right. Let's see, what's my food looking at? 23? All right. Well, let's try a couple more worms. See what kind of fish I can get here with this. Looks like here is as good a fishing spot as any. Probably fish in the same spot and it doesn't matter. Again and again. See what happens here. Right? Not having much luck. One last worm. Come on. Give me some luck. Get a bass this time. Ah, another cod. That'll work too. We got something. All right, we'll bring them back. Sure, we can make something yummy with the cod. All right, so I want to bring a road down to there. But where are we at? I think what we're going to do, this road is going to come down south. And we're going to take this little detour to here. Then we're going to take grid again. We're going to come diagonally down to here. Wonder if I can go through those mosquitoes road. Maybe we don't want to do that. We just want to come right down the middle right there. I think that's what we want. Then we can whip around this tree and come over this direction for some stuff over there if we want to. Then maybe a little fishing village or a fishing area right over here. Sounds kind of fun, I think. Maybe I'll build that up here. All right. Stuff back up to here. Drop off cod. And you left us a bunch of worms right up here. I'm going to put them in a bowl. Two, 4, 5 is it. 5 in a bowl. All right. All right. Then let's think about some yums. All right, yum foods in the area. Pickles. Yes. Coconuts, bananas, cactus fruit. Let's grab a cactus fruit, I guess. Easy. Got plenty of them. Oh, we're not quite ready for it yet. Put it in our backpack or put hat though. All right. Mutton. Go along with this as well. Perfect. Okay. I want to extend the road south now. Well, let's get some. Anything else in that cart now? Get some. Look for flat stones. Hey, hi, how are you? Is busy at work already. Coming down south. Get these flat stones. More flat stones. In fact, I think I've pretty much taken all the flat stones from the south region already. I was pretty thorough. There's got to be some place, yeah, farther out that I haven't gotten to yet. Like this is a spot. So grab there. Three, 4, 5, 6. That wolf is just sitting right there in my spot. There then. All right. How's our food looking? Food's looking okay. Grab from that. Okay. Turn off our grid. And get back over to our village. What is that? A white horse? Dappled horse? Probably turn on markers. Okay. And I think we can stop looking for flat right now. That doesn't get overly annoying. Then what do we want to do? Want to come a little bit further south? Diagonally across. Oops. Stone there. Come diagonally across. Yeah, those mosquitoes want me. Hell. our grid for a second. Put it right there. Can they come out of that green biome? Feel that they can come out of the green biome by one tile. Could be mistaken on. All right. See that? I guess they're not. I guess the mosquitoes are hovering, but it looks like they're a tile out, but really they're on the red square. Mosquitoes are biome locked, yeah. So yeah, just it's the way they look. So the red square is exactly where they're located, and when they're here, it looks like they're in the green, like right there. It kind of looks like they're in the gray biome, but not. All right, let's see. We got plenty of food. Let's get a couple more brick or flat rocks. Missed that one. A little. Oh, Stampy was saying that there's a cat over here somewhere, and I forget the exact coordinates, but maybe here, shipwreck. There's a cat right there. So somehow we can grab a cat. Need to figure that out later. Party spot. And I think we probably want to have a couple of cats. Something. Minimum, maybe to deal with the scarecrow and the gooseberry bush orchard. Oh, they can fly through another biome if their own is close enough. Oh, okay. That's maybe what I've seen also, but they can't stop on the tiles, which means they can't reach you. Gotcha. Yeah, because that makes sense now that you've mentioned that also. I have seen them fly across something. Five, 6, 7. I think I can carry that one. Oh, there's another ore right here. So that's at, where are we at? 87, like 94. Make sure I've got that one marked. Maybe 794 is already on there. Okay, grab the cart and head back to our area. Wagon. And we want to bring that road right down to our little fishing spot. Okay. And I have a little fishing village right here. And the road do it. Very good. Match those up there. Build our little fishing. All right, let's do a search for flat here again. So Tanya, I'm not sure if you might have stepped away. I think you mentioned something about not hearing some things. I was asking you a little earlier what your plans were today for 2 Hours One Life. Are you going to be playing in a couple of different people's things? Are you going to be working on your own stuff? Chatting in the Discord, obviously. um, got any other plans to build anything specific? Let's see. I ran past you earlier. Yeah, I saw you in here. I was just wondering. I can't imagine you're going to spend the entire day here with me. I was just kind of wondering what your other plans were. If you had thought about it before you talked to me, like things that crossed your mind about what you might want to do in the game. All right, we got some flat rocks over here. Yeah, this is a good supply. Pick some of these up real quick. Sleeping at some point. Oh, it's 125 again. Oh man. Yeah, that's true. God, that it's so early for you already. I know you said a little while ago that it was almost 1 a.m. or something. Guess I didn't register that most people sleep at that time. I was like, 1 a.m. Okay, yeah. Up playing the game. Be up another 5 hours playing the game still, right? Let's see. I suppose most people do go to sleep this hour, I suppose. Let's see. I had just finished playing something else, and I was deciding what to do next. Oh, okay. What were you playing? What files on here? I think I might get my sister hooked on this game. I don't know if you were listening on the stream the other day when I was sending out. Oops, I'm starving. Food. Quick pack and oh, that gives me a little food to get back to home base. Rocket League. Rocket League. Not sure what I Google that? Rocket League, but it's first time I've touched it in months. Well, let's see what's yums over here for me. Pickles. Bananas are easy foods. Got a lot of this stuff in my backpack already, but some of the stuff I don't. Honey. Don't have honey. Backpack. Grab some of that. Oh, I guess I should ask, are you doing something with this honey over here? Or why a bowl of honey would be sitting over in this slightly unusual spot for it. Let's lemons. Not yours? All right, well, I'm going to eat it then. Put the bowl back over here. Clean up the place a little bit, at least stack the bowls where they belong. Yelled at for making a mess, more of a mess. And let's also take a lemon while we're over here. Yum food for the journey. I'm 105 already. I think this is my first life of the day. We'll probably do 3 course of the next 5 or 6 hours. And then I'll take a lunch, and then we'll do another 2 or 3 lives after that. And maybe you'll be awake again by then, perhaps. Okay, I think I've got all of these pieces. Put down here. Let's turn on the grid for a second. Yes, all of those are attached together. Place these pieces over here. Not the click I wanted. Rocket League. All right. Need 1, 2. Like just maybe 2 more to go. Get more than that. Pull another 8. There's an ice fishing hole. A couple of them. Many of them. Thought I saw a whole bunch of flat rocks. A bit more. Far away. Almost ran into, that wouldn't have been good. Into a bunch of wolves here. One. Three, 4. Okay. So let's see. The last of another flat rock over here. And I think we're about set. All we're going to need for a while. In fact, I can't even put that one in. Okay, we are good to go. Getting older. 109 right now. I can get these roads in place. Um, I found it. Found where we're at. Drop that off. Place those with the proper flat rocks. Get that grid turned on for a second and flat search off. Yes. Down. Away. Everything looks good. Good. Drop a bunch of them here. There. As we keep building down here. Have some more. Out. Then you can put last piece, the puzzle right there. All right, got it set. Now we're 111. We got 9 more years on this life. So I'm gonna wrap it up with just, I got plenty of food. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up finishing building this little road out here. Gonna put that off to the side. These in. Do our little thing. All right. Another natural spring right here that we could use. Ice fishing right over to the right-hand side. Sulphur Springs, oops, tap that. Hot springs with some sulfur. You know what? Maybe I want to keep a bowl over here, that even a couple of bowls where we can scoop up some sulfur, and then that's going to take a little bit of time to rejuvenate that resource. We'll have some extra bowls of sulfur around. That's probably a good idea. In fact, I kind of want to do that right now. Maybe I'll wait for the next life. Wait for the next life. Only got a few more minutes. How far I can get on this roadway. That. Getting into the rhythm a little bit here. Okay. Banana trees over there. Way down. Our food like 6. We are going to need, see, we got 5 more years of life. We're definitely going to need to eat again. Fortunately, I've got enough food with me. Don't worry about it. Okay. Getting in that rhythm. Okay, let's put there. Have one flat piece. Drop those steaks. 3. Tap it one time. Another one. I think we can put the steaks down there too. Even get it more time. There we go. Then tweak around this little tree. Perfect. I'm not sure where we're going to go from there, so let's just leave it at that. Like I need some food. We're going to eat one of those, and that should be 7 minutes time, so or 8 minutes time, so plenty more than we need. All right. Then I think when I'm here on this road, if I start coming down the road, yep, it'll take me to right there. Perfect. Walking all the way up. Very nicely done. This road piece can go right there. That natural spring a little bit better. Grab some of these round stones, bring them back to our well site. Then I think we're good. Nice ending to our first life of the day. Get back to base camp. Hop off our hat, off our poi pack. everybody has contributed to my fine dresswear. We'll just sit right here for another 1 minute. What do I want to say? Down south. I'll end my last words with. All right, so we're going to start one more life after this one. And then we will kind of want to bring some bowls to the hot springs area. Like have a stack of bowls there that we could harvest those resources whenever somebody walks by. I think that's going to be one of my next goals because it seems like we're having a bit of a challenge collecting enough sulfur. Right? 120 years, old age. That's what we like to see. All right, let's get reborn. I am rock. Right into here. Grab our snazzy clothes. Spacebar E, spacebar E, spacebar E. Puts all that stuff on pretty quick. But this one is a little different. Spacebar is just picking up the basket. I got to put all that stuff together. Then spacebar again and E. So for some reason, the head wrap hat kind of comes apart a little bit whenever we drop it. It doesn't seem to stay together. Not too bad to put it back together, but it is something that you want to pay attention to and just keep dropping the items back and forth, once or twice, and then you can pick up them both together that next time. All right, let's grab our horse. We're going to get some yums to start off this new life. Gooseberries specifically. Right here. One off the bush, one out of the bowl. Then come up to the kitchen area. Tanya, I saw you up here a little bit ago. What you doing over here? What's your mission? Hiding out a little bit. All right, let's get some yums. Grab some stew. Oh, what? Maybe I should grab my cravings first. I better pay attention to those. Will be a lot better. I don't see grapes right there. There should be some. So let's check, and I don't think there's any grapes in this biome here. So we need to find out where those grapes are. Down here. Oops, down here. Oh, tell you what, while I'm down here, get some baskets. Bring up a bunch more grapes. That sounds like the more efficient thing to do. Bunch of baskets. All right, and since we're here and we're kind of hungry, I guess we're going to go and eat something else first. Maybe a honeycomb. All right, then we're going to go get our grapes. Craving. Grab a bunch of grapes for everyone else in the village. They're way over here. All right. So we got a bunch of grapes that have been harvested over the course of however long. bin. Drop a couple of baskets in a few places. And we're just going to gather some grapes. We can fit 3 per basket. Double check that real quick. Pretty sure. All right. So this will be 12 grapes for us. Back to the base camp. I'll eat one of these while I'm out here right now. That one. So hot pepper is my next craving. And I think we've got some back at base camp. Reset that snare for more rabbits. Guess we can put a rabbit in a basket over here. All right, looks good. These, oops. Not forget to take the grapes back with us. Load those up on the wagon. Head back to town. Grapes generally go way over here. Not sure what those stakes are doing right there. I feel like they need to be over a little bit more at the edge of that road. Got grapes, 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 a ton of grapes. Picked up something. Didn't intend to. What was that? Asterite. Okay. We're looking good. And then what was the next thing I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to get a stack of bowls. Hot pepper. Next craving. I think I can do that right now. The hot pepper. That. Bowl of French onion soup. All right. And I'm gonna really have to thank her for making that soup. I think it's been I think I've had 3 or 4 cravings of that over the last day or so. You made that. All right, let's grab a stack of, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? All of those bowls. We really use up all those bowls for this. Tanya's using some, but if not, then that means that, oh, I don't know if this is for her or if this is from what Dampy and I were doing the other day, but we had all those bowls of gooseberries, right? And so just stacks those gooseberries. I don't think you're using these bowls, probably. I think they're probably from the gooseberries that Dampy and I were doing. I don't want to take them if you're right in the middle of something, but I am going to take 2 stacks. Nope, they're yours. Okay, good. Have some that you need. Very nice. I'm going to take some down to some sulfur deposits, or hot springs, I guess, and make them available for when people walk by, make it a little bit easier for them to grab those sulfur resources. Bowl's handy. So we can grab sulfur, 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 and it's sulfur free. But we've got a couple of extra bowls. So when need some, already right here. Sulfur, sulfur, third time. Well, now sulfur free. Okay, we'll keep those bowls right there, and that will make it easy to harvest those. Okay. Very good. Next thing that I want to do, oops, we're running low on food again already. I'm craving French onion soup, so we're going to do some of that. Anya, is there anything I can get for you? I don't even know what you're working on or doing. You need anything? I'm wandering around everywhere. Oh, another wild, oh, a wild pepper this time. I'm good? Okay, cool. You bet. Bet. All right, so wild pepper, let's go find a wild pepper somewhere. Starting to notice that the wild peppers are getting a little bit harder to find. I'm going to search for what? Oops. Search for wild. I think that's a tomato. Oh, it's an empty pepper plant. Those wild mango trees. Oh, mango. You know, something else that I didn't. Tomato, empty pepper plant. I haven't done anything with the mangoes. Oh, that is getting crazy. Let's turn that off. A little too much. All right, there's a wild pepper. Let's see if we can sneak in here and grab that pepper real quick. Out. Okay. Need that. Bowl of honey. Our next craving. I know where I can get one, so we don't need to work on it at the moment. Okay. So let's do some fishing. Oh, all we're going to get, bass and cod, was saying, with the primitive. So I do need a bass, so we need to do that anyway. Then I probably want to make a little bit more advanced fishing line. All right, let's grab a bowl of worms, the wagon. fishing pole, pop that in. And if I could lose if I can lose my hook, what do I need? I lose the hook. I can put a bone needle on there or anything else. Okay. Fishing pole. So there's a cast fishing pole, a dry white rose bush, which I don't think I've seen. That is just that's a U shaft though. Onto a dry white rose bush. Start searching for that. Then what can that catch for us? Again, we're gonna put it on a worm. Once we have that, maybe fishing. What are we gonna get? A cod or a bass with that also? Is that it? Yes, so. Oh, that says primitive again. You'll need to grow the rose bush. Kind of annoying to read on QTech. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't. This part does seem to be a little more challenging than some of the others to read on here. All right. But growing the rose bush. Let's dry white rose bush. That's going to come from sprout, some seeds, where I planted. That's going to come from oh, I think I did one of these before. I remember stratifying a seed a year ago, unless some other things need to be stratified also. Maybe I did a different plant, but I do remember stratifying seeds a year ago. And so that's going to come from here, which is a wild rose with fruit. We need to get the rose hip and then use a flint knife on it. We should prepare for that. So the rose hips, are they going to despawn? Like, might not despawn. Okay, good. But once we have a wild rose seed, those will despawn. We need to keep it as a rose hip. And Tanya says, doesn't have to be white, by the way. Okay. All right. So let's search for rose. Let's make sure we've got a flint knife with us. I hate to take one from the work area. Maybe I should just make another one here real quick. So we've got a short shaft over here, rope sitting over here. Then we need a flint. Oh, there's plenty of flint around somewhere. See if some right up in here. That's right. Oh, wild rose right there. With fruit even. Grab it, quick. All right, the wild rose hip. Grab another one. The wild rose. All right, so there's another wild rose with fruit, and we're going to leave that for a little bit longer. Cassiterite, stones, got to be a flint in this muck somewhere. Oh, got one way up here. Flint chips. Put that in our hat for now. Rose hip. Back to our knife area that we were working on. Grab our flint, put it on there. Now we've got our knife. Okay, so when I chop that, it's going to despawn soon. So let's just double check how fast that's actually going to spawn. I need some food here real quick. Grab some of that. Bowl of honey is my craving. Let's here and grab some honey. Not any made moment. We'll just take a honeycomb, put it in the bowl, round stone, brush it. Then we can use the bowl into the clay bowl with the cloth, toss out the beeswax, which maybe at some point we'll start doing something with, and take out that cloth. In another bowl, we have our bowl of honey. We can eat. Grapes is our next. Didn't we just have grapes, or was that the previous life? Goodness, I feel like we just had grapes. All right, well, let's grab a grape. Good thing I brought a bunch back with me. We will put one of these in my hat, ready for when we're ready to eat. Okay, back over here. Oops. Let's do this. Wild rose hip seeds. So we have 15 minutes. We got plenty of time, 15 minutes. It's going to despawn. But what we really want to do, we want to take that seed, put it into a cold bowl, which is in a, like a snowbank. And that's just a matter of finding a snowbank with a bowl. Nothing special about that. Once we have the seed in there, I'm going to stratify. And then we can take out the seed. Then we want to plant it. And is that stratified seed going to despawn? It doesn't look like the stratified seed will despawn. I'm not going to risk it though. We'll just plant it right away. All right. So where should we plant that? I'm going to say a good place to plant it. Is that, Tanya, is that rose bush going to continually give us more fishing hooks? In other words, should I plant that down where we're going to be fishing, right next to the water? Or is that bush going to just give us one hook? I'm going to look that up myself, but we'll check this out here. Once we plant it and water it, then it will sprout, then it will become a rose bush, Then we can tap it to the fishing hook thing, and it doesn't look like me anyway. Does not look like it loses a level or a point or anything. But looks like maybe it could need to be watered regularly or something. There's a sprinkler stuff around it. Maybe it needs to be some maintenance with it, perhaps. If it's dry, we'll need to water it. All right. And Tanya even says near the water is better. We're definitely going to do that. Okay. Grab the flint knife into my apron. Rose hip into the hat. Not, let me put that into the trousers. And let's grab a bowl here. Let's see. Have you seen the Eve camp to the northwest? Is it within 200 tiles? Show me. If it's within 200 tiles, it's probably me. Just making a little side camp type thing. But if it's further than 200, maybe 300, okay. If it's 300, it's probably not me. Do you have exact coordinates and I can go check it out? Asking because I think I recognize it. Oh, you recognize it? You mean we're 300 tiles into something that you recognize? Certainly a good thing. I do know that I've built little like outposts around. Yeah, if you want to send me a screenshot in a Discord DM, I can. If I'm right, it's really not a problem. Now I'm just curious. Yeah, you send me the screenshot in the DM Discord, and I can see if I recognize it from something that I did. Hey, how you doing? Raul, good to see you here. We're kind of busy here this time of day, night, meridian. All right. Get some yums, and we need grapes. So I do have a grape in my cap. Eat that. Mug of skimmed milk. Oh, you know what? Someone even made skimmed milk. Oops, looks like I'm going to take a little bit of that. Mug of hot chocolate. I don't think I'm going to get that. Life. But I'm level 15 already, so that's pretty good. All right, so Tanya might be sending me a screenshot. No rush on that. In the meantime, I'm going to go down and see if I can put together this little rose bush for fishing and set up a little fishing campsite. Campsite down south here. All right. Looks like we got Anya. Okay, so I got the coordinates. I'm not gonna read them out loud, I guess, on the stream. One um, one thing that you could send is, or if the screenshot is handy, I won't walk over there. But if not, I can walk over there in a little bit. Don't feel obligated to worry about a screenshot if it's a little too much trouble. If it's that far away, I don't think it's me. I really don't. That's pretty far away, actually. It's possible that I was up doing something, but if they've got a kiln or anything like that, oh yeah, that's definitely not me way up there that far away. Aw, it looks cute. Okay. Well, I guess we got a neighbor that's within driving distance. Huh. It'll be cool to check back with it in a couple of days and see if it's active. Or I think you said it looks familiar to you. So do you know who that might be? Are they active, I guess? Is it active? Hmm. Oh, we might have an active neighbor. There's a smithy right as well. Oh yeah, definitely somebody's doing something there if that's true. Cool. We got a small little budding neighbor. Maybe we can help them out a little bit every now and then if they want it. I guess some people don't want to do trades. They wanted to trade something or needed help with a little item or two. I think we're big enough. We could probably afford a couple of things to share. All right, let's see here. I wanted to set up the rose bush down here. So get a few things ready for that. Get a bowl of worms, another bowl for watering, fishing rod. I got in there. Nothing. But I have my trousers. Have that. Got a flint knife there, which I'm going to need. Put that in the bowl. Can't put that in the bowl. Right. I think the only other thing I'm going to need down here is a basket of soil and a bucket of water temporarily, at least. I'm not forgetting. Where could I get some water? Probably from this well here, if we made that. Or it's 40 south of that. So negative 88. I think that's in the jungle, which means there's not one there. Yeah, I think that's what the 88 would be where the other um, natural spring is, but there aren't any natural springs in the jungle biome. So we just missed out on that one that would normally be right there for us. Would have been a cool place to get some water. Other than that, I think we're just going to have to water. Here's a basket just sitting in the middle of nowhere. Collect that. Let's see. Well, hopefully you find out tomorrow. Right. But if I'm right, you're fine. Okay, that's cool. If I'm right, it was a while ago. Okay. So it might have been a person from a while back. Maybe they're not active anymore. Perhaps what you're saying. Yes, somebody that close, there might be a little bit of competition for mining resources, huh? I haven't played the game enough to know if that's an issue being that close. I mean, it's not far enough away, I feel, that probably not going to run into each other too much. But maybe you know a little bit more about spacing for everybody. All right, let's grab a thing of soil. Basket right there. We'll grab a basket of soil. And then I need a bucket of water. Don't know if there's any up here for sure, but remember I saw a bunch of buckets. I think we want to keep this bucket in that area, so I don't want to take that one. Buckets. Thought it was over here, but not. Then I thought I saw one over, stack of buckets over here, but not one there anymore. Back over here. Either. Let's see. Tanya says, ideally, you wouldn't want to be that close to a big town, but you'd find it hard to find a spot not that close to some sort of little Eve camp. Gotcha. Makes sense. Buckets over there. All right. Don't need it. Oh, you just made it? Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, we had a stack of like, oh, there a bunch of them are way over here. Here's where they are. Yeah, so thanks for making one. But I knew I had seen, and then Raul, I'm not going to take any of these. I made like 8, but don't need that one. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's easy to make a whole bunch at once. And there's these two. Yeah, Raul, I don't know if you need all of these. I don't need to take any myself, but they were around this area, and I wasn't sure if you were using them for something you were doing, and I hesitated to take one like a day or two ago. I think I might have borrowed one and then I returned it, perhaps. But if it'd be kind of good to know if you are. It looks like somebody's using them, maybe. But I feel bad about taking them in the future. So your horse, that's fine. Borrowed, right? All right, let's get some water and then try to make this little rose plant thing. Bucket, water. Then, oh, I need to find out what that cistern does. I mean, why have a cistern right next to a well? I need to look that up. What the purpose could be that. All right, so now we've got, where do I want to plant that nice little rose bush? So, Tanya, I'm looking at this nice little fishing spot right here next to a road to the south. Do you have a cute little spot for the rose bush? Should it be like immediately right next to the water somewhere? Should it be one tile away, like maybe underneath this rock or next to the road? Have a kind of want to make this little spot right here a fishing area. And so we need to make sure that there's enough like workspace in this area also, to lay out fish and maybe a dock or something as well. Maybe I need to look that up before I get too far with it. Cistern is just storage. You can put 8 buckets of water in it, good for filling it and then using water while the well refill. Okay, yeah. I have had the well go dry on me for a little bit, once or twice a year ago. I don't think I've had it go dry on me this seed yet, but I know they can. You lose your hook sometimes and you need a new one. Wherever you like that's in the area isn't bad though. 10 buckets worth. I don't know where I ordered. That's fine. 10 buckets in the cistern. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to put it maybe right. Grab some soil, water, soil. Be right there. About that. And actually, since I have got fresh thing here, I can get into our backpack and eat a lemon. And we can move around this soil a little bit. All right, we're hungry again. Got anything else in the horse? No, I don't. Run up to home base, get some proper yums. All right, there are some yums. Chili, stew, all looks good. Some of that. That. All right. Plus 38 bonus on the food. And I think we're good for. Maybe I'll take the yum down with me. Let's see. Are some other yum foods? Just got one bite of that pie. I'll take that down. Oh, can't take pies or food, can I? What else? Maybe a cooked beef. Grab one of them. Okay, good enough. A little bit of extra food for us. Southern Adventure. Okay. All right. We have got our, oh no. I didn't even think about a hoe. I guess I could get a uh, stick, but I don't know of any green biome that's close to here. Might be faster just to walk back up to, oh, here's a green biome right now. If we've got a stick, but then we're going to need a sharp stone. Oh, there's oranges down here. Nice. Are those yums for me too? They're yum. Got a round stone down here? We do. And a sharp one over there as well. keep the round one round and let's use the sharp one. Knock down some tool reeds while we're area. Well, needed a sapling. Then and work on this little row right there. Then we're going to, I really wish I had the power to surround you with sticks. Yeah, that would be cool to play around with that kind of stuff a little bit. I think I told you that I run a game myself every now and then. It's not running right at the moment, but I do have a server online that I've run a kind of a D&D, kill the monsters, level up your character type of thing. It's kind of pixelated, kind of a pixelized type of game a little bit. It's a MMO, so people from anywhere can log in the world and play together, multiplayer, all that kind of stuff. And it's not anything I made myself. It's an open source game, kind of like 2 Hours One Life, I guess, open source. But I downloaded the code and ran a server for a little bit. I want to get back into that, but I was, of course, the god there and enjoyed every now and then, you know, creating items for the players and helping them out and showing them how to do things. And we were actually developing the game too, as well. So I was I was doing a little bit of development and expanding some things out. We were making quests and all that kind of stuff too. So it was a lot of fun. All right, let's get to this rose hip thing. We're going to take the knife, chop that rose hip seed, grab the seed, put it in the deep tilled row. Oh, is that not going in? Oh, we need to stratify it first. We put it in the bowl. Oh, we can't put it in the bowl. Oh man. Need a snowbank. Quick, quick. We got a limited amount of time. Find the snowbank. Got to stratify. Snowbank. All right. Run back. Come here, little seed. All right. Doing this in this bowl. There we go. Woo! Made it. And then I think it's safe once we get it stratified. Okay, let's see. I've had access to it a couple of times, but for specific purposes. It's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to do that kind of thing. Yeah, if I ought to set my server back up because it was a lot of fun and it's not something that I need to maintain a whole lot of time, but maybe I'll get some of my friends that I'm making from here, and of course I've got other friends that used to play that game also. Maybe we'll start a little server back up, and then I can give a couple of people some game mod god type of stuff to help the new players come into that game. Let's see. I need to put this in there now. All right, now it's in there, and then we can grab the bowl, which I take that bowl out of the snow. Might be stuck in there. We'll find out. Oh, I can get it. Right. Park right there. Grab the bowl. Get the water. Water it. Wet planted. We don't need that flashing in our faces anymore. And then how do I take care of this little guy? So we're going to check my food real quick. About to over here. But once we get a sprout, 2 minutes later we'll have a dry pink rose bush. If it's dry, we can get a hook. Then we might need to water it. Looks like gonna need water. Does it look like it actually? We could water it, and then we could get a vigorous. The vigorous is going to get us pink rose bushes, which then can get us actual roses, and then maybe rose hips. But maybe we don't need to water it. All right. So I kind of want to set up a little dock. I thought that'd be cool, a little fishing area down here for some fish. So what do I want to do actually? Let's get a fish pod. What do they call it here? Of like a fish net, fishing pot. That's what we want. Make one of those too. 2 shorts, 2 curves, and a rope. Two shorts, 2 curves, and a rope. And then we can just throw that in the deep water. And I'll figure it out after that. For a little rose sprout. Very good. I think it's going to be good on its own at this point. So 2 short, 2 curved, and a rope for a fishing pod. Here, I think we can find short and 2 curved right in this little spot. Should have a sharp stones in here. I want to leave a sharp stone in this area for future. But there is a sharp stone over here. And we've got a couple of maple trees, which means long straight shafts, of course. Then we can find a couple of curved ones. If I knock this off first, can I carry 2 of those? Even if I can't, we can put them in the cart. I'm going to leave this with that part also. I don't know why I'm fussing about a sharp stone. I've got one in my hat anyway. So I've got so many pockets now, I'm forgetting what I've got with me. So let's get a curved from over here. A couple more Great shafts area. We'll pull some off for the next person. And another curved over here. And if we get that shorts, tap, tap. And we're just going to leave this sharp stone in this area for person. Hey, how are you doing? And then I need a rope. Hi. Show you what I was doing. Yes. Let me put this in here. Oh, I'll come back to it. I didn't catch what you said in the game. We're moving around too much. Now let's see. What are you doing here? A bucket. Oh, a bucket of feed. Oh, wow. Nice. A whole bucket. Wanted to see if you noticed. I wouldn't have noticed that. So thanks for showing me. 7 feeds? Is that 7 feeds at a time? Ooh. So, okay, now you got me curious. A bucket of feed. I'm going to have to look that up. And come? Okay, I'll follow you some more. Oh, right. Oh, wow. 7 buckets. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. So you were making that feed. Wow. Okay. You did a lot of work there. Goodness. Bet you used a lot of the carrots. Sure did. Nice. Cleaned up the area a little bit. Oh my goodness. And look at what you did here too. Woo. Yeah. That's enough carrots, no more. Yeah. Yeah, we got some carrots. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I was done with the carrots. I had, I think, 350 carrots or 240 or 350. I forget which. But yeah, that I was done. That was it. All right, let's find some yums. This looks amazing, Tanya. Really, that was really helpful actually, because all of that stuff was on my to-do list for today. Each crate has a stack, so there are piles of 3 are worth 3 stacks worth. Yeah, it's a lot for. Yep. So yeah, this was supposed to feed the sheep. I think we decided um, something like 200 times, and I think I made extra just because I had a bunch of stuff uh, handy and a little bit more space. So yeah, it's at least enough. And 6 uses in each feed bucket, and there's 7 of those. Yeah, I think we good. I think you have enough. Yes. Yes, I think I do. Absolutely. Nice. Thanks. That was some great effort there on your part. Yeah, that was, whoo. Yeah, I spent quite a long time growing those carrots, and that's all I was doing was growing those carrots. And of course, I had to do the soil too. You can repurpose the crates later. Absolutely. And even that took a couple of hours to do. And I don't know exactly how long you've been working on this, maybe 1 or 2 hours, perhaps. How old are you right now? 113. So yeah, you probably were working on this for 2 hours. Oh yes. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, but that's really good. So that really cleaned up the area a lot. And yeah, now that we have the buckets of the feed, that's going to really help that. I can get into the shearing. So I still need to shear, still need to feed those sheep quite a bit and shear those sheep to get a bunch of fleece. But yeah, this saved me a bit of time to put all this stuff together because I was going to have to build a bunch of these crates. Wow. Yeah, that's some good work. I appreciate that a lot, actually. All right. Man, I know you're about to go to bed sometime. Is that it? Is there anything more? More or no? This is already a crazy amount of stuff. Can't imagine. You'll have lots of clothes, indeed. Bed for me. Love it. Sweet dreams. All right. Thanks again. Okay. A great way to end the day there. Very productive. Thanks a lot. Got those carrots going. Crates of carrots. Buckets of feed with the carrots and the gooseberries. So that is amazing. All right. That's going to be good stuff. So a little bit later on today, I think once I experiment around with the fishing a little bit, we're going to have to come and feed these sheep. Thank goodness, again, we've got all this feed set up. I'm sure we're going to need to make a lot more later, but at least now we've got lots of feeds from here, thanks to Tanya. And then we're going to be feeding the sheep, shearing them, getting our fleeces, our piles of fleeces, and ultimately what that means for anyone who's just dropping in, that means a lot of bolts of wool cloth. That's our goal, is to get 50, 75, maybe a little bit more. Wouldn't surprise me if we wanted 100 of these wool cloths, because ultimately we're going to need 3 times 90. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 times 54. So 150 something or another's, whether it's cloth or wool or silk. Yeah. And Tanya's saying you should look up silk farm structure. Yeah. I'm pretty, like I said, Dampy's in charge of the clothes stuff. I'll look it up. He's already got a plan, and I'm 99% sure that his plan is going to have a wide variety of stuff. So there'll be silk and, of course, these linens. He's going to have some things different colors also. So we'll have choices of different colors of clothes, different styles. Oh yeah, he's got a big thing planned. But I will double check just to be sure that some of the stuff is going to be silk, because we definitely want to make sure to have some of that. All right. Let's see. I need to do fishing, and I needed a rope. That's where I was at. I needed a rope. So there's not a rope handy. I want to keep this rope where it's at to use with the animals. So it looks like I don't have a spare. And so I'm going to make one right here. We've got plenty of cotton. In fact, it looks like Tanya might have even worked on some cotton for us morning as well, or tonight in her time. I don't think we had all that cotton sitting there when I first woke up hours ago. Shears onto the small thread. We always want to take a look at those shears when we're done. Make sure they're not cracking. If they are, we want to go down to the workbench and repair them. All right, so now that we've got our rope, we can come down and put together with our fishing pot that we've got right here. So that should give us a fishing pot. Can we put that in the cart? Please say yes. Okay, good. Now let's take that down south with it. All right. There we go. Take out a little fishing, take out a little fishing pot. Toss that in the water right here. Take out our little, take out a worm or two. Tap that, throw that in the water. A little bit of fishing. Oh, wow, what did we get? A boot? An old shoe? Old boot. All right. That's not what we wanted. An old boot. Throw that back in the water there. Actually want to get at least one fish to put a fish up in this area. Another old boot. What? Two old boots. The likelihood of that. Put those together. Can't even, oh, I can stack them. Okay. Like we need some yums, and I've got some with me. There we go. We'll eat that. Then take out maybe another 2 worms. Take out 2 of them. This might be the spot for catching old boots. There we go. Got a cod. See if we can get a bass real quick. I'm going to leave. Oh, yeah, we did get a bass. Awesome. Drop the fish there. Put it there. All right. Let's see. If you want lots of clothes, you want silk, and it's a bit of RNG with the moths. You bait it with honey. Oh. You have to bait the fishing pot with honey. Going to abandon you for a while. Moon is streaming. Oh, cool. Dev stuff. Oh, wow. I think I might want to watch that in Discord. Enjoying your fishing. Is that something I can watch, Tanya? The Discord streaming in there? I want to watch. I also want to finish up this life in a way. No, you bait. Oh, bait the moths. Okay, for the clothes, the silk. Gotcha. Anyone can. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to watch team instead of doing this stuff. I am going to take this back up to the home base. I'll tune in. Someone parked in my spot. That's all right. Move that over here. Take off the hat. Take off the poi pack. I'll just stop right there. All right. Let's see. think everything's all good. All right, folks. I am going to stop my stream a little bit earlier than I planned, but I'm sure y'all won't mind. The community stuff over on 2 Hours One Life probably has some Moon's channel and some stuff going on over here. So I'm going to hop in there and watch some stuff for some dev things. So if y'all want to join me, that's where I'll be. And I will stream again a little bit later. So till then, enjoy the rest of your day or evening or meridian, whether that is AM or PM for you. Rock out.